They can go to any club if they want to, but you want to make them come to your club. Your club. How do you do that? Sex sells. Not saying be a full blown thought. No, no, no. Don't do that. But make sure you got some little gloss on. Make sure you get a little wink. YouTube, it's your girl Kia Ford, and I'm about to give you guys bottle waitressing 101. You guys want to be a bottle waitress and you just don't know where to start. Cool. That's what I'm here for. So, I would say the best thing for you to do is to go in person. If you go to whatever club you're seeking or you're looking for, go in person so they can see how you look. Make sure when you go in person, hair laid in some type of way. It doesn't matter if it's a ponytail or something. Just make sure it's kind of like together. That's kind of like how I wore my hair to work today. Sorry, I'm looking kind of crazy. I just got off. A natural little glam to the face could never do any wrong. They want to see how you look enhanced. Not saying you're not beautiful without makeup, but 9 times out of 10, if you're in the club, it's going to be pictures taken, it's going to be videos taken. You just need to look up to par. It might make you look a little bit more mature in a sense, because you are working in a nightclub, which is selling drinks to people that's 21 and up. So you want to make sure you look a certain type of way. I would say I started off by looking on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at all the different local clubs and seeing which one would best fit me. When I started looking, I looked at body types, I looked at skin complexion, because you never know. You want to go to a job, you don't want to waste your time. You want to make sure it's a place that's actually hiring for one, and then you want to make sure it's a place that you would actually fit in, or it might be your type of crowd or your type of people. And there's nothing wrong with your type of crowd or your type of people, because that's where making the money becomes kind of easier and you know what they're looking for. So once you figure out what club it is, I would go to the inside and ask, hey, do you guys have like an application I can fill out? You really want them to see you in person, because they see you in person, it's just like, okay, she took the time out to come up here. You can easily go on Instagram too, or any other social media. I say a lot of people use social media now, and they can see your actual platform, see how you carry yourself, see what type of people that you hang around. So that could be an easier way too. And I would just email them or either message them asking, hey, is your club hiring? Or how do I apply? To stand out from other people, what I do personally, I created a resume. So I have like a regular business resume, but I have an entertainment resume as well, which is for my entertainment jobs, as far as like bartending and bottle waitressing. So it's like descriptions of places that I worked and jobs. And I would say that's like a big step ahead. You don't want to be down here when you go to apply somewhere. You want to be all the way up here. And just to go that extra mile too, I always attach a little headshot so they can remember how I look. There's no way you're gonna forget me. I'm gonna make sure my resume looks right, and I'm gonna have a headshot. This is a whole live casting call in my eyes. Like, you want to be prepared for the part. You rather stand out than just be in the rest of the pile, because it's probably hundreds of girls literally applying for the same position that you're applying for. Looks play a big part in it too, and I would say weight as well, because they don't want like you looking crazy going out in outfits and taking pictures, but just make sure you just keep yourself up to par. I'm not saying like you need to be in the gym every day, you need to do this, that, because I'm not the skinniest person, but you just want to look at least presentable and blend in with the other girls. Yeah, so back to what we're talking about. Yeah, so after you do that and you get your little interview, I would say for your interview, show off your best assets. Like, when I say assets, I mean like if you got hips, show off a little bit of hips. I ain't got much like that right now in this outfit, but if you got boobs, don't show too much, but like just show that you have a nice figure and you will look good in a bodysuit or a two-piece or whatever your job requires you to wear. Um, yeah, for the most part, after that, interview questions will probably ask you why you want the job, what makes you feel like you'd be a great fit to be a bottle waitress or bartender, and they'll just ask you about prior experiences. It will probably help if you guys know liquor too. I would say know the difference between your vodkas, your tequilas, your gins, and your cognacs. I would definitely know the difference between all of those, because it's just like, how can you sell somebody something if you have no prior knowledge of it? Okay, cool, you seen it on Instagram and it looks nice, and yeah, you drink liquor in your house, but you can't just be telling somebody, they ask you what kind of vodka you have and you say, I got Jack. Like, you don't want to be out here looking crazy. And you don't want your club out here looking crazy too. Okay, and another question. How is it working with so many different females? You know what? It's actually not that bad working with other females. I actually like it because they're like your sisters. You will grow some bonds with some people. It's to the point where it's like a family type environment. You would think because it's a whole bunch of females, it wouldn't be that fun or you would just get frustrated. But actually, I feel like that's why I can cope with most of my nightlife jobs because those girls, they understand how it is and what you're going through. Because most people, they just like, oh, these girls, they just out having fun. They just doing this job. Oh, they strippers. They all. You won't believe the type of stuff that people think that we do in the club. I'm just like, sir, I don't even want you. I don't know if the liquor got to your system and then you just thought that you had a chance with me, but I just want my tip. Just give me my tip. That's all I want. Literally, all I want. But yeah, so girls, y'all don't even have to worry about that if y'all come in the club. We don't want you, man. We just want the bag that he's trying to give us. Literally. That's about it. And if you get our Instagram, you best believe it's just for him to book a table in the future. That's all. Yeah, so yeah. Next question. What's the difference between working at a bar and a club? Okay, I actually worked at both. I would say I like nightclubs way better than bars. Bars, it can kind of be slow. So it's a hit or miss with a bar. You never know if you're going to walk out with $75 or $500. And they're open more days throughout the week. So with a bar, you have to take the slow nights, the real slow nights, with the good nights. And most bar and lounges, they serve food. I personally don't like dealing with food anymore after working at Hooters. So I prefer to stick to my nightclubs that just require me to only focus on my spirits and my champagne. Nightclub, a little bit more fast paced. It's way easier to get people to buy bottles. I feel like it's the show. People love the light show.
Can't touch this, ayy. Bitch, I do rich, huh? My money thick, ayy. Walk with a limp.
People have gotten to the place where they feel like, oh, being a bottle girl is easy. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. Being a bottle girl is not that easy. Let me tell you something. You're not a bottle girl if you just go to the club every weekend and the club books those tables. No. You need to be consistently booking your own tables, consistently bringing in your own clientele, whether they're going to the bar to get something. As long as it's beneficial to the club, you need to show that you're an asset and not just an add-on. Because it's like, if I was an owner, why would I want you to come and work in my club and you're just basically using the customers that I already have to make money? I want you to bring in money as well. It's like, why do I have you employed here if you can't sell anything? Or even if you do bring in tables, it's just like, if you can't upsell them any extra bottles, it's just like, what's the point of them being in the club at this point? Because it's going to be a consistent thing every week. The club's not making no money and you're not making any money. So it's like, promotion is key. People be like, oh, I'm tired of you posting on Instagram. You always posting about work. You always at work. Yes, because I'm always about my money. Unless y'all always want to pay my bills. It goes hand in hand. I'm just saying. So, yeah, if you guys have any more questions, you can hit me up on my Instagram. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put it right here, or right here. And you can follow me at Kia Ford.